to the latest episode of Gallifrey Pirate Radio, where we are sort of exploring 7B of Doctor Who, but we're sort of jumping the tracks this week with a sort of interesting topic that Drew Meyer brought up, one of our hosts of the show. But before we get to what it is, I am your host, Davey Beauchamp, and I am joined by
the aforementioned Drew Meyer
and
the not Drew Meyer, Angela Pritchett.
Not we.
Yes, Drew had this thing where we should throw out our craziest "Who is Clara Oswald" theories. I will start because this is my favorite one so far.
You're not going to end with your favorite one? Okay, I'm sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
No, this is one of many. I think Clara is the physical manifestation of the Doctor's name.
I think she's a Jaggeroff. No, I don't. That was my first guess, but I knew that they'd never do something like that. That'd be a little silly. What do you got?
I don't know. Like, this whole time, just kind of been like, maybe she's Susan's granddaughter or something. I don't know.
That'd be pretty
Something
cool.
like that. Maybe her mother was Susan's daughter, and she's the granddaughter, and that's why she's impossible or something. I don't know.
Some of my other crazy theories are Clara's not the important one; it's the mother.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's possible that the mother could be a Time Lord. Maybe the Ronnie, because people love throwing that one out. Because we honestly don't know what happens
Clara's
if...
hair isn't bad enough.
No. But we honestly don't know what would happen if a Time Lord, female Time Lord, is impregnated by a human and they have a child together. Who's not to say that they're always going to pop out the exact same person each time?
Terrifying thought.
But, another crazy theory I've had, what if she's the living embodiment of every female companion he's ever had, rolled into one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's certainly the trailers seemed that they would have something along those lines. I was thinking that mayhaps she was the rogue TARDIS that the Silents were using. It was from the Lodger.
I like that.
Because it has a chameleon circuit that works.
Yeah.
And that's why the TARDIS doesn't like her, because it can travel through time, be where it needs to be, and then, but you'd figure something like that.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Oh, yeah, it was a fun one.
Yeah, because the thing is in one of the trailers, you see her eyes. Woo!
Yeah.
All fiery.
But it's like she's looking at the planet. That's
I think she's looking at the heart of the TARDIS or something. I think we're going to have a heart of the TARDIS moment.
We've already had
We've already had one.
I know that,
Let's see. Other theories is that she was something created by the TARDIS to help the Doctor.
Yeah, but how do you explain the human mother?
I don't.
Okay, I'm just asking. I know these are crazy theories.
Right, but that's I don't have to go past what she is to go along with it.
God, I just want to explore this idea because a lot of people have said that. But I mean,
what's that?
That Clara was created by the TARDIS is something that the Doctor needed. But that doesn't explain Asylum of the Daleks. He didn't need her then at all.
I'm pretty sure they'd all be dead if it wasn't for her.
Yeah, but it's not like, it's something... He had companions at the time. He was happy at the time. He could have probably figured something out. I mean...
Right, but when you're dealing with time travel, it could have been that they landed there and all died, so the TARDIS sends something back to save them, which would have been a perfect...
Yeah. I'm just throwing different stuff out there.
Well, that's the... And the comment of that she was always perfect, too perfect...
what if she's the master?
I think I would switch that one. I would say that I would be more interested in the fact that Clara may very well be either a future incarnation of the Doctor or the Doctor himself, and that the guy running around in the 11th is the Master's body.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the trailers that we've seen, because I think the thing that if you really look and you're a fan of the classic Who, the thing that you see in the second trailer for The Name of the Doctor, you get to see Bessie.
Bessie's one of them. There's two other things that are even cooler. Well, okay, maybe not cooler.
Well, I mean, one thing I want to throw out there: people were sending this one image around of the 11th or the 6th Doctor walking.
Mm-hmm.
That was a Photoshop. That wasn't real.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fake because you can actually see the shot in the trailer where they grabbed the image from.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is a fake image.
What about the tree?
People have been talking about the tree, and a lot of people are saying it's from the 5 Doctors.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it looks like a tree to me. It's not standing out in my mind.
Have you looked at that held up to the tree from the 5 Doctors?
No, I haven't.
It's the same tree. I mean, they obviously took the shot from the 5 Doctors and superimposed it because it's all happening so fast.
Yeah.
I think it would be kind of cool that we see Clara, who or whatever she is, going through, because Moffat has gone on record to say that the Doctor's met Clara more than 3 times. So.
Has he?
Oh yeah.
Okay. See, the thing is like, for some reason this time around, I have really stayed away from a lot of stuff because I didn't want the anniversary ruined for me.
Sure.
So that's it. So during his run, or in his mind.
No, we can see it in the trailer for the next episode. I mean, she's obviously met the Doctor more than 3 times.
Oh, okay, okay. Because sometimes I think Moffat has some of that brilliance that I think Straczynski had and that Joss Whedon had, where he'll plan stuff from the very beginning. So I wasn't sure that if we had seen like if she has regenerated or if she's something more, that hasn't been pepper potted throughout his run somehow.
We won't know until we see the episode.
Okay.
I'm just trying to extrapolate from what I've seen and what he said. All he said is she's met the Doctor more than 3 times, and I assume the 3 times would be Asylum, Snowman, and then her current run.
Oh, okay.
So it's cool. There's some neat stuff in the trailer. Certainly, we see a Vostra versus Strax combat, which that would be interesting to see how they pull that off. We have some
creepy guys.
I've been waiting for these creepy guys.
I really thought these were the guys you were going to see in the Crimson Horror. I really thought these were the way that they made the commercials go. I thought that this was good. That those guys are going to be in the Crimson Horror.
They released an image, and it's been what do they call it on Facebook when it's not your profile picture but your banner. Your cover,
your banner or cover,
your cover photo.
Yeah.
I've had mine up for the last 2 months of a bunch of characters from this season, and they're all in order.
Yeah.
So the creepy white-faced, teethy guy that looks like that I hear everyone says looks like a character that I have yet to meet in the Sarah Jane Chronicles called the Tricks.
Oh, I never thought about those being. Ooh.
I haven't seen it, so I don't know. So
because I thought they looked more like the guys from Joss Whedon's episode of the silent episode.
Oh, the Hush.
Yeah, the Hush Gentleman? Episode. Yeah, the Gentleman. In a sense, I mean, they remind me more of them than I would say the Trickster. But I can definitely see that.
I don't think I've met. I'm pretty sure I haven't met the Trickster yet. I don't know what season he comes into. So
he's in it quite a bit. I mean, he becomes sort of
the master,
the recurring villain.
Cool. I'm into that.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just
that's just kind of a cool observation.
Yeah. I have a theory that there's really only one cat in this house, and it keeps regenerating constantly into different cats during our discussion because they're everywhere. Which one? Hi. So
come on. What are some of your crazy ideas? Any crazy theories or ideas that you think of?
Not a whole bunch. I've tried not to create like too many crazy ideas, because I don't want to be like, oh, why did I think that or stuff like that. So I've been trying not to make up too much for this season.
I think it's part of the fun, and this is not something that we ever did during Russell T Davies' run. This is Moffat's fault. This is the Angel's jacket. This is this is not something that I don't remember ever watching Doctor Who making these kind of predictions.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you think about it, I really, I saw the word bad wolf, but it never clicked in my head. Things like that. Nothing. I never had to play this guessing game. Then, of course, I'm not sure how much. I can't remember how much Davies was out there, teasing us.
I've gone back and rewatched all of it several times, and it's a non-issue in the Davies era.
Yeah.
So, and it's interesting. I gotta say, at this point in time, I'm almost a little sick of it. because I have a hard time. I think I'm enjoying watching Doctor Who less recently because I'm spending so much time trying to second guess the plot than just sitting back and enjoying it.
It's been really bad for me this season, and I think that could be the reason why I have not enjoyed some of these episodes like I normally would. But I think for me, it's not me trying to second guess Moffat. It's me trying to figure out what are we getting for the 50th. How is this going to tie into the 50th? Where are those hidden gems for the 50th? More so for me. But yeah, no, I'm tired of this. I mean, I am tired of trying to guess, the big twist that he's going to give us. And honestly, maybe it is time for a new showrunner that is going to be more straightforward, like Davies was in a sense. Maybe it is time to get Mark Gatiss or Toby Whitehouse as showrunner. I mean, because even one of the few quotes I have seen by Moffat was, maybe I'm done. Maybe I've done everything I can for right now.
I wouldn't have a problem, I think we've said this before, with Moffat stepping down and just writing an episode or two because...
I think that's when he's the most brilliant.
It's got to be the most stressful job because being the showrunner is not just writing, it's getting the episodes done and overseeing everything and making sure that, being a producer is a difficult job, so...
Yeah. And honestly, I think he probably enjoys the format that he's dealing with Sherlock right now. I mean, to be honest.
I'm so excited for Sherlock, but that's a different show.
But, I guess the only real last question, because this is just sort of us predicting. I mean, honestly, I know that probably wasn't Chameleon in the he said, she said thing, but it really looked like Chameleon for that brief moment. That skinny little robot on top of that cycle.
Yeah, I would have to look back and pause it.
I paused it a lot. I know in the end it's not going to be Chameleon, but just the fact that it popped in my head that could be Chameleon made me happy.
Made you happy to think about Chameleon? Well, each their own, I guess. It's a Davison thing.
It's a Davison thing. It's a Master thing. And I've been grooving out to the Destiny of the Doctor. They finally released the Davison one, and I like when it was set. Which we'll eventually get to talking about all the Destiny of the Doctors. But, we had homage to the Harry Houdini, we had homage to the Destruction of the Screwdriver, we had homage to the Master and that, and I've been really enjoying those. And I don't know, I think that's the reason why I automatically jumped to, that must be Chameleon, because of, I'm so knee-deep in Davison right now with different things. Okay. I think there's not much more we could really say about Clara with crazy theories. We could say she's the Ronnie. We could say she's maybe she's Susan. We could say she's Ramona. We could say so many different things.
She's definitely Cal from the library episodes.
Oh yeah, there's Cal. Oh, she could be oh my God, what's her name? Leela? Stabby?
Leela?
Yeah. She could be Leela and the Time Lord's daughter.
And Andred's?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, no.
Well, she's so excited, and I'm just waiting for the Stabby. That explains why she's so... That's why she's so good at military.
No,
I mean, we're talking about crazy...
That's a gun, not Stabby.
No, I mean, we're talking about, crazy theories. I mean, I'm pretty sure... we might have hit the head on the nail with one of these. We might be totally off. Maybe there's no telling. Maybe she's just a time hiccup that keeps happening over and over again. It's just gonna be curious to see what Moffat actually gives us. I was able to figure out the River Song thing long before. I think it's interesting that we're going to see River's grave. I mean, I have no idea if we're actually seeing River's ghost in this episode.
Well, it's true. It can very easily be
the TARDIS making the
TARDIS
manifestation.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's interesting that the TARDIS itself has grown over. I mean, there is trees growing. There is forest inside the TARDIS, in the council room.
Is that what we were seeing?
Yeah, that's the inside of the council room. It looked like grown over. I mean, So I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing the payoff. I still want Moffat to explain the TARDIS blowing up. Which, Moffat, hell, this could be Omega in human form. Omega in human form. Somehow.
See the face I'm making?
Yeah, I know. Because honestly, if you look at anniversaries of Doctor Who, we always have a reference to him. Somehow, some way, he's mentioned.
We've had him in. No, I'll tell you. If that's the way you're going, I want Clara to be.
Go for it.
Hold on, I gotta remember the name. Come on, hardcore Whovians, you know who I'm talking about.
Read my mind.
Read my mind. Oh, damn. Why? If I'd come prepared, I would have had this right off the tip of my tongue. So in the Five Doctors, the Brigadier and the Troughton are talking about a major Doctor Who villain, a female Time Lord that we only hear about one time. Zotan. No, Zotan. Sorry, this is where I'm.
Give me 1 second.
My
Let me see if the interwebs will help us.
Yes. This is where we get the 5 minutes later and just.
Yeah.
The great and powerful.
No, it's.
It's okay.
Maybe it's under quotes.
You'll edit this out, I'm sure.
No, not at all.
This is just terrible podcasting.
No, I'm not people will find it. But yeah, it mentions a. See, that would be kind of cool.
No, it wouldn't.
Well, no, I mean, let me jump back to the one cool thing that I noticed in the Destiny of the Doctors. Yeah, it was Destiny of the Doctors. They went in the fourth episode of that. They name off all these Time Lords that have been in both the TV show and been major players in the Big Finish stuff. So who knows? It could be her. I mean, you just can't tell. I mean, I think Moffat is seeding us, so when we go back, we'll be like, oh, that. This is paying homage. I'm waiting for those diehard fans to release like they did with the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the index or the footnotes.
Oh, Jess Nevin's books, yeah. The Gods and Monsters.
That
Blazing
talks
World.
about every little, every frame, what this is a reference to. I'm looking forward to that, and I'm really hoping when I sit down, when the full 7 box set comes out, I'll be able to okay, I like this much more the second time around as seeing the whole story.
That just seems like what Moffat's shtick is. That's his bag, man.
Now, one more really big important question before we end up sort of this sort of mini episode: will we or will we not get a teaser for the 50th anniversary episode?
That's a really good question. Yeah, I imagine that we.
Or will we get one for the Adventures in Time and Space?
No, you know what? I think if we were going to get a next time for the 50th, I don't think people would have been able to keep that quiet on the DVDs.
Well, no, the thing on the DVDs, you don't get the next times.
Do you not?
No.
Okay.
At least not that I remember.
I would like to, even if it's something as simple as what we got for the snowmen at the end of 7A, where we only got 3 images. It just boom, boom, boom. Christmas.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd be cool with that. I would say that there was probably not a bad... I would almost bet money on that.
My prediction is if we do get a teaser, it's going to be flashes of all the Doctors with some Matt Smith dialogue, and maybe at the very end we see Smith and Tennant together.
Yeah, I would imagine that would be.
I mean,
probably.
That's my guess. So any other crazy career theories? Anything else you want to say? Because we're filming this on a Thursday. 2 days.
Yeah.
2 days.
Clara is the doppelganger manifestation.
Oh my God!
Of River Song's consciousness that was trapped in Cal and became the papal mainframe reference in a good man. Obviously, Dave, you want to interrupt?
No, my God! It hit me when you
Clara
when you
is the
start
impossible
talking.
girl because she's been touched by a weeping angel twice and sent into 2 different realities.
No,
Ooh, I like that.
it just hit me. She's the impossible girl. What's the one thing Amy and Rory could not have?
Child.
A child.
Yeah.
What if it's their child? That
Maybe
was
so.
supposed to happen if they never traveled in the TARDIS together. Or, a second one. Like
Maybe.
if they never traveled in the TARDIS together, they never would have given birth to River Song. This is that daughter.
Maybe River Song had one more transformation and she became Clara, but she doesn't remember anything. That's why she's not all like, hey, sweetie. She's just like, ew.
And that's why the Doctor is sexually attracted to her?
Yes, maybe.
I mean, in a very creepy way. A very creepy way.
I may have mentioned, I think, at the end of Belle de St. John that we were going to see Rory and Amy again because of the Amy Williams book. I think that if we saw her again as the daughter of Amy and Rory, that would be just a big cop-out, mainly because that's kind of what we got
With River
last
Song?
season with River.
Well, oh, God, this is horrible. I can't believe I'm starting to think of these things.
Maybe she's the daughter of the Doctor in River Song.
No. No. What if they're Bad Wolf Bay universe? Amy, Rory, daughter, somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the whole point of this. Crazy theories.
Yeah.
Come one, come all.
Exactly. And honestly, I really hope that our insane theories won't lead us to a letdown when we actually find out who she is.
See, this is why I'm just pulling stuff out
Well,
of the
no,
hat because
honestly,
I normally
that's-
don't try to make them.
She's a hat! She's a hat!
No, you know what's been missing out of the TARDIS console room ever since they did the new TARDIS?
The hat rack.
The hat rack.
She's a hat rack.
She's the hat rack.
She's the hat rack.
Yeah, that's it.
And with that, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Or she's the scarf.
You should have kept it.
Hat rack.
You went too far.
Hat
It was
rack.
too crazy.
It helped with the Mary Poppins thing.
Oh yeah, she pulled it out of the TARDIS.
Yeah, before we devolve into any more insanity, this is Gallifrey Pirate Radio signing off
Bye.
one last time before the name of the Doctor. Peace.